You got a whole stripper pregnant. Then you wife the bitch. Then look at her lips. Look at her face. Come on now, baby boy. Don't. Because I'm.
All right, man. Damian Lillard's sister and Paul George's wife goes back and forth, as well as Paul George and Damian Lillard. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out the NBA Talk playlist for more NBA-related videos. So, I mean, if you don't know the backstory, let me explain what you just seen. Yesterday, Damian Lillard missed 2 free throws to put the Blazers up and possibly ice the game over the Clippers. Paul George proceeded, and Patrick Beverley proceeded to troll him. Patrick Beverley on the sideline doing the fake Dame time thing, and Paul George basically said we sent him home this year, and you know Dame rebutted back and said he was a chump, he was weak because he kept running from the grind and switching teams, and you know Dame basically said that they making fun of me because they expect more from me. They expect me to make those free throws. I made so many big shots, but somewhere along the way, Damian Lillard's sister took it personal. I believe she is a hooper. And she basically said that, she defended her brother. And he said that, Paul George married a stripper chick and got caught up with a stripper chick. And now he done wifed her. And then she go on and talk about, look at her face, look at her lips. Basically, she plastic. Now, Paul George's wife did, clap back. And she called Damian Lillard's sister a cow. But, once again, it never was personal. It don't seem personal between them. They keep it basketball, but they family members made it personal, and I don't think they should have went personal. I mean, obviously, Damian didn't say, "Oh, Paul married a stripper," which is factual. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up with old girl, he got her pregnant, and long story short, they was about to go through a messy child support split. He didn't want to raise this child, being a long ways away and raise him in a toxic or her in a toxic relationship. I forget what it was. So he ended up kicking it with her, ended up marrying her, so he could raise his kid in a 2-parent household. All right, is her body fake? It appears to be fake, but then again, I mean, his wife called old girl a cow, Damian Lillard's sister a cow. They shouldn't even have got to this point. Damian's sister shouldn't have took it personal. Shouldn't have talked about nobody's wife. It's on a basketball court. You could talk about the 30,000 game winners Paul George gave up, and they got a whole compilation on Twitter of every game winner somebody hitting Paul George's face. I'm telling you this right now. If the Clippers, they want to put somebody on somebody that's about to hit the game winner, you can put Patrick Beverley, you can put Harold, you can put Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, JaMychal Green, but don't put Paul George on nobody for no game winner. He done got banged on, he done got scored on multiple times, and I just don't think he got the best of luck guarding one-on-one. Is he one of the better two-way players in the league? Absolutely, but this whole thing was ignorant. They needed to just bury the hatchet. It was competitive juices flowing and, competitive energies going, and they went back and forth. But Damian Lillard can't be talking shit when he fuck up. Just straight up and down. Excuse my French. He can't be sitting here get mad at Paul George and Patrick Beverley. It comes with the territory. When you make shots and you go like this and you do all that, you up. You got to take your losses like you take your wins. You got to take your wins like you take your losses. He shouldn't have said nothing. I should have made them. They had a day right now. Hopefully down the line I get the chance to send both of their asses back home. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hot dogging and you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? You up. When you down and you sound like sour grapes and, oh, you a chump, this, that. Let him have his day. Every dog has his day. The sun shines on a dog ass at some point. Let him have his day. Oh, man, they got it this time. But hopefully we see them in the first round. Or hopefully we see them in the playoffs. And, we can do something about it. But since he got heated, his sister felt like she had to jump in to defend him. And then Paul George's wife got drug into it. She had to feel like they had to defend him. There ain't no point of that, man. It was nice press clippings, but it just went a little bit too far. And I think Dame should have took it a little bit better than he did. But when you winning and hot dogging, it's easy to, feel good. But when you miss 2 free throws, you miss that big shot, and then the opponent start talking, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say much. You can't get all in your feelings, this, that, and the third. You got the eye on the prize trying to get that 8th spot. So let me know what you think about the whole situation. To me, it was funny to a certain extent, but then it got ignorant. It was funny. It was between Pat Bev, who just gave Damian Lillard one of the best praise. He said he's the hardest guy to guard in the league. So it's some type of respect there. And you know, Paul George got respect. It shouldn't even have came down to the family members jumping into it. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out our NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business questions, require response to your video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? My Cash App, PayPal, subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. So let me know what you think about the story one time for the one time we gone.